Good Wednesday evening, Southeast Texas. Hope you're doing well. A weak front coming in tomorrow late will bring great weekend weather ahead of a warming trend as we work on into next week. Ragweed, ragweed, ragweed. Very high levels of that today across Southeast Texas. Tree pollen still very high, but lower. And looking at grass and mold at moderate levels, down compared to yesterday. No rain expected through the end of the week, this weekend and into Monday. Slight chance coming up Tuesday and Wednesday. Let me just say this, modeling is very bullish on rainfall coming up Thursday and Friday. Not going to do it. I want to go higher, Pops. Our chances for rain, we'll keep it at a very conservative 30% coverage coming up Thursday and Friday. You can see the big difference. This one model through the next 10 days, the Euro showing 1.7, boy, that would be great to have, 1.77 inches of rainfall, while the GFS only has a measly 1,200, so quite a bit of discrepancy between the two. So above normal high temperatures expected every day through the next 10, 3 to 9 degrees above normal. This front coming in Friday and Saturday, or tomorrow, will bring us high temperatures about 8 to 9 degrees above normal, but that's going to be a dry heat, if you will. When you get very dry air like behind a weak front, you see a big difference or spread between the low temperature and high temperature. Notice as moisture comes on in, the difference between those highs and the lows go down. So instead of roughly 40-degree difference in temperatures, look at that, 58 to 89, about a 40-degree, we get to about a 15-degree difference between Wednesday's morning's low and the high. That means moisture is moving in. Those lows will be quite humid. When you get into the mid and upper 60s to around 70 degrees, as far as those low temperatures, yeah, you're going to be turning on that air conditioning if you haven't already. So the last week or so, we have seen disturbance after disturbance after disturbance coming in a northwest flow out of Canada. Here's the next one. That's our front coming up tomorrow. Over the weekend, high pressure builds on in, and that means a warm, dry weekend, at least in the afternoons. So instead of it, the weather coming out of Canada, look at the pattern change. We see a southwest flow, and the weather will be coming out of the Pacific. That's good for rain, okay? So we're hoping that these disturbances will work with the moisture coming in off the Gulf to generate a good chance of showers and storms coming up late next week. At least that's the prospects at this time. So tonight, the air is still dry. We do have a south to southeast wind. So I do believe that we'll see temperatures in the mid to upper 50s in the lakes, inland southeast Texas, to lower and middle 60s here in the triangle. Tomorrow, I'm not going to go any rainfall as that front moves on in. I think these temperatures are a little bit warm. We'll go with highs in the mid 80s ahead of that front coming in tomorrow evening. Really not much expected with its passage. On the Gulf of Mexico, looking at slightly choppy seas around 2 feet tomorrow in your boating forecast. So good weather offshore. We'll see southwest winds at 5 to 10 knots, water temperature at 71. High tides at 3:29 a.m. and 9:01 p.m. at Sabine Pass. So mid-50s lakes, could see a little patchy fog. Mid and upper 50s inland southeast Texas. That's Buna, Deweyville, Silsbee, Lumberton, Coons, Sour Lake, and Votah. And here in the triangle, Mauriceville, Bridge City, Mid-County, Finette, Sabine Pass, we'll go with low temperatures around 60 to the middle 60s. For tomorrow, again, could be a little warmer than what I have, but mid-80s, I'm quite convinced we'll see that. Under partly cloudy skies, no significant rainfall is expected as we see variable winds gradually turning to the northwest with the passage of that cold front. It's a weak one. As you can see, the lows do cool off a little bit, but those highs around 89 and 90 are quite possible, at least here in the triangle. We may see a little bit of high-level variable cloudiness on Sunday, but no rain is expected on the movement through that area with that. Slight, very isolated chances coming up Tuesday and Wednesday. Now, those highs come down and the lows go up as moisture really surges into our area. So that is telling us that we will certainly be using air conditioning to cool us off and dry out the house as that moisture really comes in off the Gulf of Mexico. Looking at about 30% coverage, may have to increase those chances of rain as we head towards Thursday and Friday of next week. We certainly need more than what we're going to get, but hopefully we can increase those rain chances. Hope you're doing well. Don't forget, download our app, follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and as always, there's more weather at 12newsnow.com.